Hey Agostino, how are you? I realized that I haven't shown you how to do this analysis in the Gwyddion software, so I hope that this might help a bit, but it's pretty straightforward, so I guess that you would manage it by yourself without any tutorial, but this might be pretty easy. So this is the Gwyddion software, yeah, and it opens like this. This is the main menu that you will need. This is just some data browsing, but you can just open the files by here. I have your flash drive, so I estimate it was something like 15, 11. Let's try this one. Yeah, it seems. And you see these are already, so you can browse the files in here. So open, yeah. So basically you can select the different, in the file there are different sub files or like the images in here, but this is the main image. Okay, so what you can do actually with usually what I do with AFM images, that in here right uh, mouse button, and usually I use this color palette, but you can really use whatever you want. um yeah, so maybe this one, and I usually set the height so it starts with 0. So you do it from here. So here is the menu, so you can easily change it. And yeah, you can start with 0, and then I know 250 more probably. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's different. You should set 0 to color map minimum. Yeah, I think it's this one. Am I right? Okay, one more time. So it's yeah, this one. Okay, so set 0 to color map minimum, and then maybe because you are comparing different images, you want the same, so you can do it like this. For example, like 0 to 300 height, so now it's from 0 to 300. But for the grain analysis, it's the function in data process. Those are, for example, this function is for if you have different levels, like the sample isn't flat and so on. This gets rid of a wrong line and so on, and scanning and kind of this usually I do in nanoscope analysis. But this is the grains and the grains threshold. So basically, you see your image. Maybe the color mask could be maybe blue, so we can see. Yeah, and you can distinguish the grains by uh, by their height and different parameters. In here, basically, this is by height, so everything that is higher than 30%, which means 90 nanometers, will be marked as a grain. So by this, you can basically, because those are holes, so you can select just invert, what I already did. Come on, yeah, invert, and you see um, those are the holes that are marked like this. You can play with the buttons, but yeah, so as you want, you can play with it a bit, but basically this will mark your grains. So if you are satisfied, you just hit the OK button. It applies to your image in here, and there is another menu which is distribution of vario grain characteristics, and you can either basically export your data and it will create a file. You can upload it, but if you want just plot them, So the grains are in your image. We will be plotting them, and you can sort them using different things. So I will be plotting the equivalent disk radius, so basically equivalent radius of these like holes or something like that. So yeah, you can just plot it, and here you can see. And so here are the data, their count and how they are big, and here is the chart. Actually, maybe it's wise to somehow sort them, which you can also do. And in this menu, you can filter them by their properties. So maybe uh, you can exclude some of the smallest one or the largest one. Yeah, you see? So maybe you see that this is the upper limit, and maybe some of those are mm, not the holes that you would like. So maybe we can do it the reverse, and yeah, select just the big holes or something like that. Yeah, you can do it by this, and then run the analysis once again because they are in your image. Yeah, yeah, and you see it's quite different. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Once you have it in your image, you can save it or whatever is also in here. Graphs, you can do extract to new file and so on. So it's pretty easy, and you can basically compare it through different images. Yeah, the thing is that from here, when you are satisfied, the image export is a bit different. Where is it? It's file, save as. Yeah, and you need uh, to save it differently, for example, as a JPEG. Yeah, if you select JPEG, no, we don't want to overwrite it. We want to save it as a JPEG. So, oh yeah, you need to change it also here, I guess. Yeah, and now, yeah, save. Now, saving as a JPEG, and it will basically this pop-up window. Here you can change several things, and it will basically export your image as you want, and so on. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. I hope this helps. See you.